Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're not playing Roblox. Wow, what a shocker, am I right? No, we're not playing Roblox. It's something related to Roblox. You may be asking, what the freak am I looking at? I know, beautiful right there. This is actually God, herself, Isis, actually staring down on the peasants. You can tell by the shining light shining down on God. Yeah, basically, I'm on Twitter, and I made my own account because I wanted to, enter into the Roblox egg hunt, entry, and basically, it was like Roblox over here saying, there were only 50 egg-centric egg colleges in existence, so hatch an exceptional outfit for your chance to win a pair. Learn how to enter on our blog, and basically, you have to just make a screenshot of your character, link your user profile assist, and do hashtag Roblox, hashtag #GigOn2019. I don't think they chose me though. I liked my own tweet. But yeah, I don't think they chose me. I'm pretty sure the winners have already been chosen. So Roblox, you shall pay for this by nothing. Actually, I shall do no such thing. Yeah, basically today we are going to be looking at some lay monsters of what am I talking about? No, we're looking at Loomian Legacy for Roblox. That's why it's related to Roblox. So yeah, we're Llama Train Studio. So actually, if you want to follow my Twitter, you can. I rarely go on it though, so you know, there's that. But yeah. So actually, wait, where is this Llama Train Studios? Dang, where the freak is it? Lando hashtag Monsters of Etheria. People actually. Bruh, okay, I'll actually be back. Alright, I found their, account right here, Llama Train Studios, and as you can see, there was a lot of things about Loomian Legacy. If we just scroll on down, there's a ton of things, and we're gonna be going over that today. Lots of things, because I haven't covered this on my channel yet. I was just kind of looking at it from the past, or just like in the shadows without actually talking about it. I've mentioned Loomian Legacy a couple times on my channel, but I didn't really go in depth with it. But yeah, basically, today we're going to be talking about all of these tweets right here. Also, make sure to go follow Llama Train Studios on over here for updates on Loomian Legacy, because they're probably gonna make a notification saying they released a game on Twitter. And also make sure to go follow let's see, what is their name? Brad M. Right over here. They're the creator of the game of Loomian Legacy, and they also have some things on their thing, so I'm gonna go over that. Actually, just one thing, but still, yeah. So, but for now, we're going to go take a look-see over to Llama Train Studios Twitter account, and yeah, let's start. This is the official Llama Train Studio account. News about our games will come from this account. Follow us to be first to see what's new in our upcoming games, aka Loomian Legacy, which is the only thing people actually care about right now. Nobody cares about the hide-and-seek game that they have going on. But yeah, the game is called Loomian Legacy Veils of Shadow, and Llama Train Studio presents Loomian Legacy. Loomian Legacy is an epic saga to be that takes you on an adventure to meet new creatures called Loomians. Loomians. I can never say that at first try. On your adventure, you'll explore and capture these creatures to battle against others and learn for yourself what it takes to become a true Loomian Master Trainer. This game will feature many adventures over time, the first of which is titled Veils of Shadow. Wait a minute, this game will feature many adventures. So, are they gonna add more games? That's sounding pretty epic, Veils of Shadow, so that means there's gonna be more adventures with Loomians. Maybe they might do it to where it's like generations, so every new adventure is like a new generation of Loomians, and they'll add more and more as time progresses. So that will actually be really cool to see. I'm not sure if they're going to do it like that, or if they're just going to release like 200 or 300 or how many Loomians there are in one singular game, or if they're going to solely add them over time. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but let's see. This series of games will be similar in style to our previous game, Pokemon Brick Bronze, or just Brick Bronze, so Nintendo doesn't come like ramming up their butts about them making their game similar to Pokemon. But yeah, So they're also posting information about the game. So as you begin your adventure, you'll be tasked with choosing of the 7 Loomians with whom to begin your epic adventure. We'll be releasing information about these creatures one at a time until the game is released, along with other game information. Our first Loomian could be seen in the woods, a part teaser. We introduce to you Embit, a fire-type Loomian, aka the starter of fire-type. There are 7 different starters in this game, 7 of which are already, their evolutions have already been released as shadows, Veils of Shadows, get it? Yeah, Embit, it's the first Loomian out of, I don't know how many, a lot apparently. Its soft fur is always warm to the touch. This Loomian is especially popular in the colder regions of Roria, which is the region of, that Loomian Legacy Veils of Shadow takes place. Inside Roria, so, what did I just say, Roria or something? Roria. So maybe other games or adventures will be taking place in other regions of Loomian Legacy. I'm not sure, but where it helps its trainers stay warm in the harsh climate. So looks like Embit is used for like keeping fires or something started. And then they also have this right here, where so there's 7 in total, and they're slowly adding them to this logo right here. And then the next one, actually released by Onigiri apparently, is Vambat. It's a dark type, and okay, wait, actually, let me just click on the picture. Vambat. It's actually number 13, which means there's going to be a couple other starters before it, so I guess this is not the first or the second Loomian starter in the line. But this mischievous dark-type Loomian is notorious for dive-bombing cave explorers and stealing their hats. So I guess this is the equivalent for Zubats, but instead of being extremely common, they're actually pretty rare since they're a starter type. Alright, and I guess they're designed by all these different people and modeled by all these people. So if you want, you can go check them out as well. Maybe they might have some secrets about Loomian Legacy on their Twitter account. And then we have an updated version of that. And then the next one, or next Loomian, is an electric type starter called Weavolt. This electric type Loomian is often found playing in thunderstorms, where it uses its tail as a lightning rod to gather energy from lightning strikes. It can send powerful jolts of electricity through its whiskers to stun prey. So, I really like this one. I think this is actually the Loomian I might be picking, because I'm not sure if it's the right one, but I think this is it, where it evolves into something that looks really cool. And then, look at that, we only have 4 ones left. I'm not going to go over that one. I'm getting all spitty in the mouth, so I'm like just choking over my own spit from talking so much. But yeah, this right here is all of the types in this game. There are fire, water, plant, light, dark, ice, electric, air, bug, earth, toxic, metal, ancient, so I guess that might be like rock or something. I'm not really sure. Spirit, which is probably ghost, just to avoid copyright. Brawler, mind, and typeless, which is 17 if my, mathematics are correct. 17 different types in total. Maybe there's going to be newer ones in the future, like magic types or something. I'm not sure, or anything really. I keep clicking on the friggin' tweet, but right here, the next one is called Snow Cub. Apparently that's what it looks like. For a second I thought that was like not modeled right, but I guess it literally looks like that. The sprite of it on the like middle looks slightly better. It's like how it would look. It's like that right there, if you can see that. So I guess that's what, Jesus, what was that? Okay, sorry about that, but I was actually just messing up my Twitter completely. We're back, and Snow Cub is an ice type, I would assume. Actually, let me just check. Oh yeah, it's an ice type, and when packs of Snow Cub travel down mountainsides, they often cause panic as they are mistaken for an avalanche. That's epic. Nothing like putting fear into people, right? And this next Loomian is a Loomian that lots of people like. It's called Feevine, and it's a grass type, and during the day, Feevine can be found lazing in the sun, storing energy, so like photosynthesis, I guess, or something. At night, however, it unleashes its full potential and chases its prey through fields with explosive energy. Now, the thing about this, though, is that, you know how it says at night it unleashes its full potential? That may mean this, or Loomian, I keep calling it monster because I'm thinking of, Monsters of Etheria. Because usually when I'm referring to, Pokemon, design games, I'm only playing Monsters of Etheria, but now I gotta refer to them as Loomians. But yeah, this Loomian may be a dark type at its final evolution, because at night, which is usually dark, apparently, that's how the Earth works, it unleashes its full potential, meaning more power. So, I don't know, take what you want in that statement. I think it might be a dark type when it evolves, and maybe for a snow cub, it might be a rock type, or ancient type, or something, because, it's seen rolling down the hills, kind of like an avalanche, which is, earthy, sort of, like an earth type. Vambat is dark and flying, probably. I mean, it would be pretty obvious. Mbit, though, I'll get into that later on, because you can't really tell what it is at first. You kind of gotta see its evolutions, and I think I already know what it is, because it looks pretty obvious. But the next Loomian, is a light type called Eaglet, and basically, it's like an eagle, if it wasn't obvious. Some people didn't know that, and I was like, bruh, it's literally eaglet, like light, eagle light, eaglet, haha, funny joke, right? But, anyways, be cautious when approaching an eaglet's nest. These brave little Loomians are known to use blinding lights and razor claws to defend their nests at all costs. So, once again, this is probably going to be a light flying type, I would assume. Not really sure, but finally, the final starter is called Dripple, and, wait a minute. Was this made by a developer? Because when it says at the design by, it has, the little Roblox symbol. Maybe. Yeah, Dripple, it's a water type, of course, if you couldn't tell. This Loomian appreciates the companionship of a trainer when given the chance, but is perfectly content to spend all day doing nothing more than blowing bubbles from its mouth. So, about this one, I'm not sure what it would be. Maybe a poison type. Let's get to that, in the future. Also, apparently, right here, this poster here, Loomian Legacy does not currently have an exact release date, but the developers are hard at work at getting it ready as soon as possible. We'll give an estimation for expected time frame soon. I think I'll give them to at least, maybe halfway through July, at the most, I think, because they said at least 1 or 2 weeks, or maybe 2 to 3 weeks, after they released the final evolution for the final starter, and they released the final evolution of the final starter last week, so, I'm not exactly sure when. I would assume it's maybe halfway through July. I hope it is, because that would give me at least a couple weeks to play it, instead of go back to school, and then it gets released on August. So, I don't know, but right here, your Loomians will be able to follow alongside you on your adventures in Loomian Legacy. They might fall asleep on you if you go idle for too long. Let's look at this video right here. As you can see, the light-type Eaglet is following this trainer around with some very long hair, and I guess it can also fall asleep, apparently. And the thing about that is that's actually really cool, because in Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, if you select a buddy Pokemon, they can actually walk around with you in the overworld, and that was a really cool feature. But apparently they're going to remove that in Pokemon Sword and Shield, which literally everyone disliked that. So, I don't know what you're doing, Pokemon Company. You're kind of, doing a little sketchy stuff. Nobody really liked that. They've also done a couple things that nobody really likes. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the game. It's, kind of expensive, $60 for a game that's removing, half of its features. So, I don't know what I'm going to do about Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it, because they're removing so much of it. It's sort of you're buying half of a game for the full price, basically. So, I don't know. Also, people don't like the animations in Pokemon Sword and Shield, because, they literally removed, half of the Pokemon just to give better animations, but people notice that literally that hasn't happened. It's just literally a single animation, and it hops up and down to do an attack or something. So I don't know, but let's see. Each Loomian has its own unique size. Their stats will include an indicator letting you know if your Loomian is larger or smaller than average. So if you look at these pictures right here, you can see that certain Loomians will be smaller in size when they follow you around in the overworld. So, there's that. That's pretty cool. And I guess that one woke up. So, very nice. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about energy. Loomian's energy stat determines what moves it can use in battle. Each move comes with an energy cost, EC, that will consume that much energy when used. So I guess EC is the equivalent of PP in Pokemon, like power points. At first I didn't know it was PowerPoint. I thought it was something a little bit like random. Like I'm not gonna get into that. But let's see. EC will consume that much energy when used. More powerful moves cost more energy. Energy increases as you level up. Any values shown are not final. So as you can see, Mbit has. Okay, so there's a blurred part out actually. So this may be some. I don't know. Maybe this might be like some spoilers or something to like the game or something, because it seems like they blurred out some details about Mbit like next to its name, because the very bottom of that message there's like some white parts, which means it's either like a Q or a P or something. So maybe they blurred that out to prevent people from knowing what was behind there or something, for like spoilers. But as you can see, some moves in this game, there's called Sing or Singe, which is a fire move, Pounce, and Stare, which are both normal moves, and they require 15 and 10 EC, and Singe requires 20 EC. And you can also see its attack power, which, there's that. And I'm not exactly sure. Let's see, STR. Is that the also type of it? Because it says fire, but it also has like a little icon in the bottom left corner. And one of them is like a fighting, or like a fist, meaning like a fighting type, or the brawler type. So, I'm not sure about that. Maybe, wait, let me try to see that actually. It's like a gust of wind or something. Gust of wind. Yeah, I do not see that on the type list. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, moving on. I'm not sure what that is. Like, literally. Okay, so we want there to be lots of content to discover when the game is released, so we won't be revealing anything today, aka a couple weeks, because literally the next detail was released like a month later. We made lots of progress on the game this week though, still not official, but we were hoping to be able to release it sometimes around late April or early May. And as we can see, it's late June, so that didn't happen. So we are expecting it to be released around maybe July, halfway through. I'm hoping. Maybe. So yeah, that definitely did not happen. And then right here, they just put like a thinking emoji. And basically what this is, I'm pretty sure this is a healing station for your Luminians, because you can equip 7 Luminians at a time, and 2 will be on like a bench, or whatever, where you can't like use during the battle, but they will gain XP, like even if they didn't fight at all. So there's that. But yeah, I think that's a healing station for, like, Loomians. Oh, yeah, now we just get into the evolutions. Or should we get into the... I don't know, I'll just get into the... I'll go into this right here, real quick. So, right here, I know a lot of you are disappointed that Loomian Legacy has not been released. We gave you an unofficial estimate, but it seems many treated it like it was official. We've had a few setbacks since, some of which were decisions to add things that greatly improved gameplay, which, fair enough. I would rather have a quality game that takes forever to be released than a really buggy game that got released super early, and that would make people, like, more people not want to play the game after all the hype. Same thing with Beastworm Simulator. I get that On It, like, hasn't released it hasn't updated its game in, like, a couple months. When was the last update? I think it was like the Easter update or something, which was like, I don't know, in April. That was like 3 months ago, and it wasn't even that big of an update. It was kind of just like a mini one for the egg hunt, which wasn't even that big. So I'm not sure if you would even want to call that an update. We also got the mini updates. I forget when, but that also kind of blew off like after a couple days, because yet again, it barely had anything for like actual late game players. So it's not like anybody could just continue grinding. It's just for like the early game players. So for me, I didn't see a reason to keep playing Beastworm after that update. Just make a video about it, and then just call it a couple months, because, nothing to record after that. I'm also rambling on now about Beastworm. But basically, On It hasn't really released a major update in quite a long time. The last major update was a Christmas update, which was last year. So, what was that, like 6 months ago? Jesus, that was a long time ago. Okay, like 5 or 6 months ago. But yeah, basically, we've been waiting for an update for super long. On It went on a vacation for a month, or maybe 2 months, I think, because at one point he wasn't online at all. So there's that. But yeah, I think he came back though, and now he's working on the update again. But I think the reason why he's kind of stalled it a lot is because he made the game way too complex, and now he's trying to like make it less complex, I think, or try to work with the complexity of the 2000 IQ B-Swarm mechanics, you know what I'm saying? So, there's that, I guess. But everyone's trying to rush him, but in the end, like, if he releases the update and it's super buggy, people are probably going to hate that more than a really good update being released, like, a year later, or, like, a month or two later, from now on, because I think I'll give on it until, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 months, July, August. I'll give them up until September to release the update, in order for it to be considered kind of a blowout moment, if you ask me. So, hopefully it gets released by September, the update for B-Swarm. There's going to be a lot. That's probably going to be the biggest update we've ever gotten, like, in B-Swarm history. Because if it's taken this long, it must be huge. I even sometimes have dreams about that update, like, oh my gosh, I'm in the middle of Robot Bear's mansion or whatever, playing mini-games, you know, kind of weird, but, yeah, you know, there's that. Anyways, so yeah, I guess it makes sense that they're delaying the game to make it better. We are still making progress. We need approximately 1 more month of unrushed, pressure-free development to get this game ready for you. Please be patient with us in the meantime. Your words of encouragement will help motivate the developers. Thank you. And that was set on May 18th. So, let's see, May 18th. That was about a month ago, so I don't know, maybe we might get it sooner. Maybe once this video is released, Loomian Legacy will come out. I wouldn't expect it to, but maybe. I'm not so sure. But anyways, after that, we got 3 out of 3. Much of what we've been doing since development began has been to lay a foundation for this game. We hope to bring updates to you at a faster pace in the future, which means once they get this game out, they're hoping to get more and more updates out quicker and quicker, which is something I really want to see from Onnit. Onnit has been kind of mentioning how he wants to get a developer team, which I really want him to get as soon as possible so he can get more and more updates out as soon as possible and get better updates here, like, even quicker. And that would probably increase the, like, game's popularity by, like, probably 3 times. Imagine, like, super content-filled good updates released, like, every month, or, like, maybe every couple weeks. That would be amazing, but I don't expect that to happen for a while now. Also, I think Onnit's making some, like, decisions about if he wants to continue making updates on B-Swarm and Roblox, or if he wants to stretch out to different, his own games, I guess, and make, I don't know, maybe B-Swarm on his own sort of developer, like, engine, to where he can make updates more frequently and get paid a lot more, you know, because right now Developer X, or Developer Exchange, or whatever it's called, is not really doing too good. People don't really like it because they're putting so much effort and not getting that much in return. But anyways, now to put those theories to rest, you will be able to carry 7 Luminians with you at a time. Once the battle begins, however, you may use 5. The last 2 slots in your team are your bench, which I was talking about earlier about the, like, healing station or whatever. You may only swap Luminians on and off the bench in between battles. So as you can see, you can have your Luminian that are going to be sent out to the battle first, and then you have the 4 Luminians that are going to be switched, or, like, swapped back to when one of your Luminian faints, I would assume. And you can also switch between your bench Luminians, which are the Eaglet and Weevil, which will gain XP while they are, you know, just kind of sitting there doing nothing, hitting a T-pose or whatever. But 2 out of 2, bench Luminians gain some experience from watching you battle. The Experience Boost Game Pass will boost this amount, aka the EXP share, which I also bought back then in Pokemon Brick Bronze, which I didn't record any Pokemon Brick Bronze when I played that game. I didn't really know about recording on mobile until I finally found a screen recorder, thanks to Tomango, because he made, like, a Club Penguin video about recording on mobile, and was like, hey, that looks decent recording, I should try that. And I found this recording software that's kind of screwed me over a lot, but also helped me out a lot. So, give and take, you know. Sometimes it deletes my footage, corrupts my audio, but at other times, it gives me content instead of having to stream every day. Could you imagine that? I would not be here on YouTube. I would probably have, like, 2 subscribers if I was still streaming freaking Fortnite or PvZ or something. Oh my gosh, or maybe even Minecraft. That would be terrible. Jeez, yeah. Roblox really helped my channel out a lot. But right now I'm not doing too good in views. I'm trying to fix that with more videos, but that's not really doing anything. I'm also trying to upload videos about good, like, games that are doing really good right now, like Camping 2, but that didn't work out too well. Anyways, I'm rambling on. But that's pretty much it for T-Brad's profile. Anyways, let's move on to the evolutions. Oh, evolutions. One of the most important feature any Pokemon or Fakemon game has. Evolutions are very important for just any type of Pokemon game, even like Pokemon games that aren't made by Nintendo, but just like fake Pokemon games, like Loomian Legacy, which, you know, calling it a fake Pokemon game isn't really that, like, nice, but it's kind of what it is, just a fake Pokemon game. To avoid copyright, of course. Yeah, anyways, moving on to Mbit. As you can see, it starts off as a tiny little rabbit, then it moves on to, like, some sort of, you know that, like, rabbit, rabbit from Winnie the Pooh? It kind of reminds me of that, where it's all lengthy and long and all weird and stuff. And then the final evolution literally looks like someone that would say, "Mom said it's my turn to play on the Xbox." So, oh my gosh. And from this, it really looks like a fighting type, if you ask me. I really hope it isn't, and I hope it's an electric type or something, because, also, another thing to add about Mbit, the creators of Loomian Legacy released Mbit before the Sword and Shield trailer was released, so, and now it looks like, Pokemon Sword and Shield took, inspired, or were inspired since, you know, Score Bunny, this fire type, which is the exact same type as Mbit, in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now it looks like they stole that concept from Mbit, which isn't the case because they probably worked on Sword and Shield, like, for a couple years already, because they did, like, there's, like, different departments in Game Freak where they work on different games at a time, but for Pokemon Sword and Shield, I really hope they just, like, stop development on, like, any other random freaking game that they're doing, and just all put an effort to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure 90% of the Pokemon fans are gonna hate it, and that would honestly suck for Nintendo. I kind of feel bad, but, you know, they're making the decision, so I honestly don't feel too bad now. But yeah, Mbit, it's probably going to be a fighting type. Score Bunny is also going to be a fighting type. I wanted at least either one of them to be an electric type, because for Pokemon, we've had way too many electric fire types for the starters, and having another one, or, not electric fire types, but electric, or, I can't actually speak today, fire fighting, and if you have that for a Fakemon game, that's kind of just adding it on to it, even if it's not part of the Pokemon franchise. It just doesn't feel new to me. I really hope this somehow turns out to be an electric type, but, I don't know. If anything, Score Bunny looks like the electric type, if anything, because it looks like that kind of quick, agile Pokemon, but nope, freaking fighter brawler, dude. Anyways, this video's getting kind of long, actually. Moving on to, what was this? What the freak is this? Bruh, well, I forget what this one's called. What is this one called? This is obviously, bruh, sound effect. So we got the Luminion, then we got freaking Noivern as the second evolution, and then we got Ridley from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That's a major bruh moment. Okay, let me go check what this Luminion's actually called. What's it called, like, Vambat? Okay, Vambat. So, Vambat, Vampire, blah, blah, blah. So, it starts off as like a, I don't know, it kind of does look like Noivern now that it looks, dang it, why did that person have to put that image in my brain now? But the other one sort of looks like a, I don't know, it sort of looks like a more, like, advanced version of the first one, more, like, buffy and all that. Maybe it might not get the flying type. It does look like it is a flying type, though, because it's a freaking bat that flies through the air. But, I don't know. Anyways, this was the Luminion I was talking about, the one that I might get. Weevolt, the light, or electric type, I think, and it starts off as, like, a fox cat thing, and then evolves into, like, a more, like, sort of, like, dog beast, or whatever, and then it evolves into a freaking dragon thing. It goes from dog to dragon, with, like, all the horns and stuff, and, like, the arched back, and, like, the dragon tail and all that. So, I think that's really cool looking. I really want to see it without the darkened version. Let's see, how many do we have left? We have, like, 4 more. Alright. We're almost done with this video, guys. Don't worry, it's getting kind of long, but that's alright. Anyways, this one also looks really cool. It goes from, like, this little puffy ball of fluff to, like, a monkey, and then like an ice monkey, and then to, like, some sort of big monkey, like, ice gorilla, which would look probably really cool in, like, if we didn't have it all blurred. So, I don't know, I might also get that one, because that final evolution looks really cool. Another one is, Sweevine, I think, or Sevine, I forget what it's, oh my gosh, I literally have to go back every second. Feevine, Jesus, but Feevine right here, it goes from like a fox, I think that's the fox actually, to like a more adult fox, into a freaking standing, like, Mom said it's my turn to play on the Xbox looking dude, with a stick apparently, to bash people on the head with. So, I don't know, maybe that's his dark type unleashed right there. I don't know, I'm not sure how they'd fit that in, but, you know, there's that. And then now we got the light type Eaglet, so we first start out as, like, the tiny little, like, baby eagle, like, dog thing or whatever. And then we move on to, like, I don't know what even is that? It's like it's now standing, which actually, it's kind of weird how it goes from, like, a kind of, like, on 4 legs position on its first phase, and then its second phase goes to standing on 2 legs, and then it reverts back to standing on 4 legs. Like, what? That doesn't make sense at all. Shouldn't it stay standing on 2 legs? Or, if anything, start off, or, like, the second evolution be on 4 legs, and then the final evolution be on 2? Like, isn't that how evolution is supposed to work? Or maybe how evolution does work is that Loomian does not need that standing on 2 legs feature, so it reverts back to standing on 4 legs. I don't know. But the final evolution, what the freak did I just say? Oh my gosh, I'm actually mixing up so many words right now. I'm actually getting stream sniped. But the final evolution looks like an eagle, definitely with like large wings. It's probably going to be a flying type, like I said. Also, this isn't really anything important. This is just like the 4K image of it. You can screenshot it if you want. I would suggest going on the Twitter to screenshot it, because probably the YouTube quality is going to be slightly worse. But anyways, the final evolution of this video, I don't know how long this video is, probably super long, like 30 minutes or like 40 minutes. I'm covering everything in this one singular video, so, you know, I kind of have to make it super long. I've also been talking about other stuff, but the final Loomian Dribble, I think it's called Dribble, starts off as a frog, then goes to, like, some sort of slightly thicker frog, fat, I don't even know what it is, it looks weird, and then the final evolution looks like a anglerfish, because, let me see if I can find the picture, let's see, like this thing right here, this Buster, it's a gift apparently, like that, I think it would look like that. So, I don't know, maybe it might look like that, who knows, but, there we go, that's all the evolutions, everything you need to know about the upcoming Loomian Legacy, game that is coming out in probably a couple weeks. I'd honestly give it 1 or 2 weeks, I'm honestly saying that, because they said, give us a month of completely uninterrupted work, and we've done that. They have released these, like, teasers, but we haven't really asked for it. They kind of just did that on their own, because they said they're going to release one, like, every Saturday, and today's Saturday, and I just realized this was the final evolution, so I guess I was just waiting for 2 weeks for nothing. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this game. Are you going to play it? Are you going to be addicted to it? I'm definitely going to be addicted to this game. If it's going to be anywhere similar to Pokemon Brick Bronze, I'm going to be hooked as soon as possible. Spend all my big Robux on this game, on freaking shiny game passes, or like shiny increases for like an hour, just grinding in a freaking random patch of grass looking for a shiny, I don't know, fire type or something. How does that work, fire and grass? Who knows? But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe for good luck, and share with people to get notified and all that. What am I even saying? Put on notifications for future uploads, and with that all being said, I'll see all of you on the next video, which will 100% be Roblox, alright? I swear, you're not gonna get a bunch of freaking Twitter videos, I swear, man, unless they add something new. I might just add it to this video. But yeah, goodbye.